Hello everyone, Mirror Witch 13. Today I'm going to discuss a subject that is very near and dear to my heart as far as magical practice goes. And this subject is a very complex subject. So I am going to be holding my agate egg to help me focus my thoughts and organize them and execute this video without getting too lost. But, alright. The subject that we're going to discuss today is the subject of love spells. Now, oh hello. Right, I don't know if you guys can see, this is Watson. He is my familiar, as well as my pet, and a very close one. And he's thanking me for breakfast. Okay, good boy, go away. Where was I? See? Right away. I need this down. Okay. Love spells, the concept of love spells is very complex. Now, I have developed a system of love spell that is very effective for one to discover either their soulmate, twin flame, or simply just draw a partner into your life. Now, the difficulty with this spell is that the spell is so effective that you have to actually be prepared and know for certain that you are ready to settle down and have a relationship that would, be a part of your life. I've had people turn down the use of this spell because they're simply not ready to settle down in commitment. If that's the case, then you are your own master, you do what's right for you. But I've also had friends that I've executed this spell for, and it's these spells, it's a collection of spells, and many of them have found love and have had success in that area of their life. Now, this spell, obviously, it was something that I discovered in search of my own soulmate. I have a soulmate who actually is also my twin flame. And in utilizing this magic, I was 14 years old when I first began to do this. And at the time, I was very religious, and in Christianity, or not traditional Christianity, are not to practice spellcraft. So as I did this, I would tell myself, oh, well, it's a type of prayer, but I was very hesitant to execute it to the fullest because I believed that witchcraft was evil at the time, which I, as you know, now do not. This spell took 10 years to manifest because of my lack of commitment to it, because it was magic, because it was witchcraft. The practices that I did were very similar to witchcraft, and I knew this, and so there was guilt when I would practice them. But I believe that the spell can actually be executed a lot faster if one is willing and committed, and it is executed properly. Now, I intend to eventually someday write a book of spells that I found are very successful as a Christian witch. But this particular spell is so unique and so intricate that it's required to be customized for the individual. So it's a little difficult for me to express it in a generic sense. So I'm going to just try to touch lightly on some of the key points of executing this spell. Now, there are people in this world who have twin flames and soulmates, and there are people in this world who do not. The people in this world who do not are capable of being compatible with multiple people just as long as the frequency matches their energy. But as far as soulmates and twin flames are concerned, that is a little bit less difficult because that person has a specific person. The only thing that is required at this point is to locate them. Now, when our life energy is formed, it's almost mathematical in its nature. Think of your person, your spirits, your energy, your essence, your pneuma. Think of it as a numeric code. And depending on that code, it determines who you are, how you develop, how you grow, where you are weak, where you are strong. It has all the information that makes you you. In this code, there is also information on who would be your ideal life partner, or who your soulmate is, or who your twin flame might be. The key to this spell is to look inward and decipher that code within you. If you can master that, or at least come close to understanding it, you can get a lot of clues to lead you in the right direction that will indicate who would be an ideal partner in your life. The difficulty with this is that in everyday life, as you live and grow, sometimes you tend, in life, you tend to contract certain traits about yourself that aren't necessarily a part of who you are, but are more of a matter of circumstance. For example, if you grew up in an abusive household, that's not who you are as a person. That's something that happened to you. But it is going to affect how you develop. So it is going to affect your code. So when you are searching for a soulmate, that's going to come into play. And you have to work around that obstacle to get your base, pure, untampered code so that you can find the breadcrumbs that would lead you in the right frequency direction to meet your significant other. If you have impurities within your code because of your life experience that are so prominent that they affect you to the point of changing who you are, you will have more difficulty finding this soulmate. Now, with that being said, all of this that I say can apply to someone who does not necessarily have a soulmate or a twin flame, because it's still similar. There is a numeric code. I say numeric because it's the only thing that seems concrete, that if deciphered, can show you what type of individual would be best for you, and almost narrow it down so that your selection process becomes a lot easier. Personally, as someone with a soulmate and a twin flame, I feel that that is actually easier to decipher. But that's just my opinion. I found it easier for myself. Maybe other people would find it easier for themselves, even if they don't have a soulmate or a twin flame. Now, the definition of a soulmate or a twin flame, there's a lot of people that are arguing on it. Some people say that a soulmate is someone that will share your life in this lifetime. And so some people say that a soulmate is someone that will share your life throughout multiple lifetimes. And not always are these relations in a romantic sense, but majority of them can be. But the bottom line is, we know instinctively that we want to be unified with another person. And some of us feel that there is one person out there for us, and others feel that there is a multiple chance of different type of people out there for us. So if you, the key step to doing this is to look inward, to decipher the code of your being. If you can do this, the more information that you can decode, the closer you will be to actually finding that significant other. I decided to turn this into a little bit of a either 2 or 3 part video because this is very intense, and I'm already at 10 minutes and I haven't even scratched the surface of the execution of this. But the focus on this video is that when you are searching for your significant other, do not look outward, look inward. Look inward. And try to find the things in who you are as a person that are authentic to who you are, your spirit, versus externally placed there by the wear and tear of everyday life. That's the first step in the right direction of finding a soulmate. Search inward.